And welcome to the Sound Live Sports Network. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon here from Mountlake Terrace High School, where we have 2A, 3A Wesco South softball for you between the Mountlake Terrace Hawks and the Meadowdale Mavericks. Leading off for the Mavericks is center fielder Savannah Spratt. She'll show bunt. Pitching for the Hawks is Kara Doan. First pitch. In there for a strike. Spratt shows bunt again. Now we'll pull back. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Strike two. 0-2 goes the count. Doan will come set. The 0-2. Swung on. Pop. Fouled back. Count will remain 0-2. So the Mavericks enter with a winning record of 14-4 in second place. Hawks enter in first place, 15-3. The 0-2 on its way. Up high, ball one, 1-2 the count. Doan looking for the strikeout. The 1-2. Up high, ball two. 2-2 runs the count. On Spratt. Spratt will show bunt once again. Pulls back the 2-2. High, ball three, full count on the Meadowdale center fielder. Kara Doan, who is committed to play softball at Western Washington next year, looking for the strikeout. 3-2. Hit back up into center field for a base hit. That'll get down. Maxfield will get to that, and it's a leadoff double for the center fielder, Savannah Spratt. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 5, Studioso Kali. First pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. Oh, 1 to Keelisi. That one's fouled back. Out of play, and count will quickly go 0-2. Doan ready. The 0-2. Swung on, hit towards the second baseman. She'll fire over to Cup at first base, and that'll be out number 1. But Spratt will move on down to third. That'll bring up number 12, the catcher, Emma Helm. First pitch to her. In there for strike one. 0-1 will go the count. Oh, 1 from Doan. In there, strike two. 0-2 the count on Helm. Kira looking for the second out of the first inning here. Wind up in the 0-2. Outside, ball one, 1-2. Doan looking for the retirement here. 1-2. Swung on, hit. Doan will grab it, throw it to first. The relay home will not get Spratt, so Spratt scores. It's 1-0 Mavericks, but Helm is retired at first base for the second out. So an RBI ground out for Emma Helm. We'll bring up the right fielder, number 1, Carrie Pedersen. First pitch swung on and missed, strike one. Oh, 1 from Doan, swung on and missed, 0-2. In there, strike three. Pedersen goes down looking. Hawks will give up 1 hit and 1 run scores for the Mavericks. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Mavericks lead it 1-0. You're watching 2A, 3A, Wesco softball on the Sound Live Sports Network. Back now, Sound Live Sports Network. Hawks about to lead off their half of the first inning. First pitch to Gabby Calhoun's going to be ground towards the shortstop. She's not going to be able to make the play, and Gabby Calhoun will lead off with a first pitch single.
Help yourself now. Keep it going.
Pitching for the Mavericks is number 10, Lauren Dent. First pitch to Kira Doan will be trying to bunt, will be strike one. So Calhoun on at first. 0-1 to Doan. Up high, ball one. 1-1. One swung on and missed. Strike two. 1-2 the count. One, two. Swung on, hit towards the right third baseman. Nice play. They'll throw to second. And that will get Calhoun there. So Doan will reach first on a fielder's choice. 1 out in the bottom of the first. I'll bring up the third baseman for the Hawks, Jasmine Zank. First pitch to her. Swung on, hit left, and foul. Strike one. Next pitch to her, swung on, fouled back. She's down 0-2. Up high, ball one. 1-2 to the third baseman, Zank. One, two. Swung on and missed, strike three. Zank goes down swinging, two down here in the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Sammy Ruiz.
Sammy's not pitching this year?
First pitch to her. In there, strike one. 0-1 the count on Ruiz. Oh, 1. Swung on to miss, strike two. Ruiz quickly down 0-2. The 0-2. Strike three call on the outside corner, and Ruiz down looking. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the Mavericks. The Hawks will bring 4 to the plate, leave 1 on base. But at the top of the second, the Mavericks lead it 1-0. Back now, Sound Life Sports Network. Top of the second, Mavericks lead at 1-0. Leading off the inning will be pitcher number 10, Lauren Dent. Doan coming out for a second inning of work. Get off a leadoff double last inning. First pitch is fouled out of the right side. Strike one. Gave off a leadoff double to the center fielder, Savannah Spratt, who'd later score. It was an RBI ground out from the catcher, Emma Helm, for the Mavericks. That put them up 1-0. Next pitch. Up high, ball one. 1-1 more on the count. Down will get set. 1-1. In there, strike two. 1-2 the count on the other pitcher, Lauren Dent. Next pitch is up high. That pitch is will move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doan looks in. 2-2. Swung on, hit out towards center fielder. Maxfield will settle on and make the grab, and that's out number 1. That'll bring up now for the Mavericks, number 15, first baseman Caitlin Bridgewater. First pitch from Doan. Swung on, fouled back. For strike 1. Oh, 1. Up high, ball 1, 1-1. To first baseman Bridgewater, her first at bat today. Next pitch, swung on, foul back. Bridgewater down 1-2. Doan will come ready. 1-2 on its way in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-2. Doan not giving up so much today, only 1 hit. That runner did come around to score. But retired the next 4 batters looking for her 5th here. Next pitch, 2-2. Outside, ball 3, full count on Caitlin Bridgewater. It's a nice pitch from Doan just outside though. Three-two. Outside, ball 4. Bridgewater will walk. Nice patience there. But to battle back from 1-2. The second runner aboard for the Mavericks today. That will bring up now. I'll bring up now the second baseman, number 8, Olivia Dimmock. She looks at ball 1 from Doan. She'll settle back in. Doan looking for first next pitch. That one's hit towards the third baseman. Zank will be caught by the shortstop, Sammy Ruiz. 2 down. That'll bring up the designated player today, number 6, Jasmine Whalen. She'll swing at pitch number 1 for strike 1. Oh, 1 to her. Down low, ball 1, 1-1 the count. On Dimmock. One. Swung on, hit right at the third baseman Zank, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. No hits, no runs. 1 person left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's the Mavericks 1, Terrace nothing. You're watching 2A, 3A Wesco South Softball on the Sound Live Sports Network. Back now. First pitch to the first baseman Cup is swung on and missed. Strike one. Oh, 1 on its way. In there, strike two, Cup down quickly, 0-2. Wind up and the pitch, the 0-2. Up high, swung on and missed though, strike three, Cup goes down swinging. 1 out. That'll bring up now the center fielder, Jenna Maxfield, a freshman this year. Wind up, first pitch. Strike one, in there, 0-1 on Maxfield.
So I guess he's.
Next pitch. That's a check swing. They'll peel down and we'll say she did not go. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes now. 2-2 the count.
Night.
2-2. Outside, ball 3. Full count now on Maxfield.
On the ball.
3-2. Up high, ball 4. Maxfield will walk. Runner aboard. Now for the right fielder, Kira Scott, number 24.
Holding your breath for the last 10 minutes. It was fun though.
First pitch to Scott. Swung on, fouled back, strike one.
I did pick up the last one, but I'm not going to use it for that.
Scott will step back in.
So are you guys going to go up to see the roll?
0-1. High, ball 1, 1-1 the count.
Right up there. Well, they're not Cedarville. Where are they?
Let's see the rule.
Who's Duval?
Jamal? I don't know.
That's state.
0-1.
That's
Fouled back.
soccer.
0-2, 1-2 the count.
Edna Stadium tonight, and then if they win, they go on to.
Well, these are the last home games.
Yeah, this is senior night. Did they do the senior stuff yet?
For soccer? Oh, no, they're doing it after.
1-2. Swung on and missed. Throw back to first. Will not get Maxfield, so Scott goes down swinging. Maxfield back safely at first. That'll bring up the designated hitter today, number 36, Sarah Davis. First pitch to Davis. Up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 on the designated hitter Davis. 2-0. Swung on and missed. Strike one, they'll throw down to first. Maxfield back safely. One, two. Fouled back. Caught by the pitcher. And that will retire the side. Hawks will leave one stranded. But at the top of the third, Mavericks still lead it 1-0. Back now on the Sound Live Sports Network. Up is number 14, the third baseman, Mackenzie Beaven. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike one. Next pitch, fouled back. Oh, and 2 the count on Beaven, the third baseman. Doan winds up 0-2 in the dirt. It'll be ball 1. 1-2 the count. Doan looking for her second strikeout of the day. 1-2. Also in the dirt, 2-2 the count. Runs on the third baseman, Beaven.
Just getting a change of food.
Doan, 2-2. Swung on, popped up. It's going to get foul. Count will remain 2-2. Doan comes set. Wind up and the pitch. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Beaven down swinging. One down here in the third. Second strikeout of the day for Kira Doan. And we'll head back up to the top of the lineup with the center fielder, Savannah Spat. 1 for 1 today. She doubled and scored in the first. Shows bunt again. Pulls back. First pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Doan, the 0-1 in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. One. Fouled back. 1-2 the count on the center fielder, Spat. One, 2. Up high, 2-2 the count. Two. Ripped left field foul. Count remain 2-2. That pitch swung on, hit down the line, foul. Count remains 2-2. Long at bat for the center fielder. Doan comes ready. The 2-2. Swung on, hit towards left field. Cooper settles under it and will make the grab. 2 down here in the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kelsey. Grounded out in her first at bat. And looks at ball 1. 1-0. Swung on, popped up, called off, and grabbed by the second baseman. Rendon will head to the bottom. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Mavericks find nothing in the third inning. Still lead it 1-0 though. You're watching 2A 3A West Coast South softball on the Sound Live Sports Network. Back now, Sound Live Sports Network leading off the bottom of the third. It's the catcher, Bingaman. She fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Next pitch. In there, strike 2. Bingaman quickly down, 0-2. Swung on, hit. Grounded by the third baseman, the throw over. That'll retire Bingaman, 1 away. That'll bring up number 5, Calhoun. Singled in the first. Was thrown out on a fielder's choice. First pitch. Popped foul, and we'll get out on the right side, strike 1. Oh-1. Up high, ball 1, 1-1 on Calhoun. 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1 on Calhoun. What, 2-1. That one's hit into the outfield going back. A collision in right field. That one's going to get down. Calhoun's aboard for the second time today. Score that one in error. That'll bring up Kira Doan. She singled in her first at bat. First pitch in there for strike 1 on Doan. Next pitch is high. 1-1. Pitch fouled on the left side. 1-2 the count. To 2-1. Fouled off. I'll get foul. Count will remain 2-1. 1-2 on Doan. Time. 1-2 in the dirt. Count will go 2-2. Calhoun stays at first. Two. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Doan goes down swinging. 2 down here in the inning. And that'll bring up number 32, the third baseman, Jasmine Zank. First pitch to Zank. Down low, ball 1. 1-0. That pitch high, runner goes, no throw. Calhoun stolen base down to second. Two-0, fouled off, 2-1. One, 2-1 to Zank. Down low, 3-1 the count. That pitch ripped down the left field line. Foul. Count will go full on Zank. Nice rip there, though. Zank steps back in. Full count on her. The pitch. Fouled off. She'll stay alive.
She's trying to push it.
Count remains full. Zank looking to keep the inning alive for the Hawks. 3-2. Rip foul. She stays alive. Count will remain full. Three-two. Up high, ball four. Zank walks. Down to first. Runners on first and second now for the shortstop, Sammy Ruiz, who has some pop in that bat. First pitch. Cranked towards the second baseman. And they're not going to be able to get Ruiz. Bases loaded now for the first baseman Cup. Cup struck out in her first at-bat on 3 pitches. And time is called. Meadowdale's going to come out to the mound together and talk this over. First pitch, fouled off. 0-1. Oh, 1. Ball one, 1-1 to the first baseman. One. Checks her swing, but it's a strike anyway. 1-2 the count. Big opportunity here for the Hawks. See if they can capitalize. Cup steps in. The 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped and caught. The umpire's actually going to call that one foul. The Hawks will stay alive. Cup just barely stays alive. We'll go again. 1-2. That one hit, lofting back, and is caught by the second baseman, so no damage will be done. Well, to the top of the fourth. Hawks still trail 1-0. You're watching 2A, 3A West Coast South Softball on the Sound Live Sports Network. Now batting the catcher, Emma Holm. That pitch fouled off. Helm grounded out in the first inning, but a run did score on her ground out. Doan looks in next pitch. In the dirt, good snag by the catcher, Bingaman, for a ball. Outside for a ball. 3-1 the count. A 3-1 hit into right field. That'll get down, base hit. Scott will grab that one and get it back in. It's a single for the catcher, Helm. And she is aboard to lead off the fourth.
I think you're creeping over.
I'll bring up right fielder Carrie Pedersen. She struck out looking in her first at bat. First pitch is in the dirt for ball one.
Hey, look who's here.
0-1. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-1 to Pedersen. Throw down. Helm back safely.
I don't know. It says 2-1.
2-1. That one hit into right field. Will get down. Helm will stay at second. No, she will leave for third. Throw on down.
Behind here.
Safe at second. And Helm is retired at third. So Pedersen
That power?
will give a single, and she'll move down to second, but Helm is thrown out trying to go for third.
Let's put on the on switch. This is instant replay. It did not work. We tried it. Actually, we tested in the studio.
So I'll bring up the pitcher, Lauren Dent. She's done a great job on the hill today, looking to drive in a second run for herself. First pitch, hit out towards right field. Scott will settle under it and make the grab. Pedersen will hold at second. 2 down now in the inning. So that'll bring up the first baseman, Caitlin Bridgewater, who singled in the second. First pitch in there for strike one. Oh, 1 up high. Ball one. 1-1.
Let's see over here.
1-1. In there for strike. Strike two. 2-1. Two one, high 2-2. Runner back safely, and time is called by the catcher Bingaman. They want to talk to Scott. I believe that's Doan. Doan who's pitching. 2-2 on the first baseman, Bridgewater. On its way. Slapped out towards left field. That'll get down for a base hit. The runner will round third and score. And it's a 2-out RBI double for Caitlin Bridgewater, and the Mavs lead at 2-0. That'll bring up number 8, Olivia DeMock, the second baseman. She popped out to short in her first at-bat, first pitch. Fouled back. Strike one. Swung on. That one's laced down the left field line. Foul. 0-2 the count on DeMock. Oh, 2. Up high. Ball 1. 1-2 to the second baseman. One, 2. High, 2-2 the count. Doe not afraid to throw a lot of pitches. Quite a few today. Long at bats with a couple of batters now. 2-2 the count here on DeMock. Doan set, winds. High, ball 3, full count. 3-2. Full count pitch, the 3-2. High, ball 4. DeMock walks. The inning stays alive. For the designated player, number 6, Jasmine Whale. First pitch, pop, foul. Strike 1. 0-1. A ground ball foul. 0-2 the count on Whale. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Whale goes down swinging. That will retire the side. The Mavericks do their damage. They score 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. They now lead it 2-0. You're watching Wesco 2A, 3A South softball from Mountlake Terrace High School. First pitch to Jenna Maxfield to lead off the bottom of the fourth. It's in the dirt for ball one. Next pitch. Popped up left side. Will get foul off the top of the dugout. 1-1 on Maxfield. She'll step back in 1-1. Ball way high. 2-1 on Maxfield. The pitch swung on and missed. 2-2 on Maxfield. Maxfield walked in her first at-bat, which was in the second. Was thrown out trying to go to second on a ground ball. 2-2. High. Full count on Maxfield. It's her second one of the day. Looking for her second walk. Looking in. 3-2. Ball four. Maxfield will lead off the fourth with a walk, her second of the day. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Kira Scott, who struck out in her first at-bat. Joining me here in the bottom of the fourth is the one, the only Mr. Steve Willett. Steve, how's it going?
Great, Ben. How are you doing?
I'm good. First pitch to Scott. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Good to see Jenna Maxfield with a nice walk over there. Her second walk of the day, I believe. I'm just
Correct.
getting here and catching up.
Correct.
She has been on fire lately. 14 RBI. Oh, and they're going to throw over there. 14 RBI in the last 3 games. She had 7 RBI yesterday with a very strange box score. She had 2 walks, a sacrifice fly, and a grand slam home run when they beat Linwood 19-7. She's hit 3 home runs in her last 3 games, and when she's not hitting home runs, she's getting on base. So nice job by the freshman.
1-1 is up high to Scott, 2-1. Grounded fair. Scott's going to run down the line and is going to be in there. So 2 aboard now for the Hawks to lead off the fourth. Maxfield will go down to second, and Scott will reach on that infield dribbler.
Yeah, both freshmen playing very well right now. I mean, jumping into this lineup, a team that's coming off of playoff games over the last few years, having to come onto a team with a lot of veteran leadership, and both Jenna and Kira doing a nice job. Kira, right now, we came into this game batting .346 on the season, and not to mention she's got 16 RBI, so she's doing very well lately. And you go from 2 freshmen to a sophomore with Sarah Davis at the plate.
Sarah Davis, who popped out to the pitcher in her first at-bat, tries to check her swing and cannot for strike 1. Next pitch on its way. Nasty pitch there, throw down to third. Is going to get Maxfield trying to go to third. So 2 strikes on Davis. Maxfield thrown out trying to advance. 1 out now here in the bottom of the fourth. Two.
Davis does have a home run this year as well, so she has the power to tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat. Of course, you're going against Lauren Doan, one of the better pitchers in the state, and a pitcher who did a phenomenal job in getting the Mavericks to the state championship last year.
That pitch swung on and missed, strike 3.
And that's why.
That's only 2 outs. And that will be out number 3. Wonky end of the inning. Davis strikes out swinging. The catcher believed that there was 3 outs. Ball was sat there. Scott tried to take off but was thrown out, and that will retire the side. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Mavericks still lead this 2-0. Back now, top of the fifth, Sound Life Sports Net. First pitch to number 14, it's Mackenzie, the third baseman. She struck out in her first at-bat. That one fouled off.
It's Mackenzie Beaven, who was on that team last year that won the state championship, playing a vital role in that. The third baseman, playing senior. This is a young team. They're starting 3 freshmen this year to mix in with players like Beaven and Emma Helm and Lauren Dent.
Next pitch.
Ooh, got it right on the kneecap.
That one's going to hit her.
Didn't even phase her, though. I'm impressed.
So Beaven will go down to first. And they'll go back to the top of the lineup for Savannah Spat, who singled and flew out, 1 for 2 today. Spat likes to show bunt on most of these next pitch. High, ball 1.
Spratt, who had the first run of the game back in the first inning, doing the job of a leadoff hitter, exactly what you want. Get on base, create a play, create an opportunity, come around and score, and that's exactly what she did, especially in a tight-knit game like this.
That one fouled back for 1-1. One now from Doan. Up high, 2-1.
Kira getting a little bit wild all of a sudden, hitting Beaven on the knee. Now she's throwing one over Spratt's head.
And Doan today has had many full count pitch at bats. Stumbling over my words a little bit. She's thrown a lot of pitches, including a 9-pitch at bat earlier in the game. That one fouled off though. 2-2.
Yeah, especially when you start to get towards the meat of the lineup. Emma Helm, Everett Herald Player of the Year last year. She's going to the University of Washington on a full-ride scholarship next year. It's not somebody you want to mess around with, so you certainly don't want to put too many players on base before you get to her. She's in the hole right now, so you're not too far off of seeing number 12 back at the plate again.
That pitch high for ball 3, full count now. She'll show bunt. Doan will come set. 3-2. Swung on, hit down the left field line. Foul.
Dennis Hopkins, the head coach for Meadowdale, who's also coaching on the third baseline. Boy, you should have seen the look on his face. He turned around and just threw his arms up like, oh, that was so close. And big smile on his face. He knew that he almost had an opportunity for them to perhaps get another run if that one goes into the left field corner. I think you could have easily seen Beaven maybe sprint around the bases and get in.
So this will be pitch 6 to the leadoff center fielder. Here it is from Doan. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Spat takes a hefty cut for out number 1. And that'll bring up now the shortstop for the Mavs today.
Kira went the distance the last time these two teams played, only gave up 2 runs in that game as well.
First pitch hit towards center field. Maxfield will settle under it and make the grab for a quick out number 2. And now comes...
Here's where the danger is right here.
Catcher Emma Helm. She grounded out in her first at-bat, but it was an RBI ground out. So the run did come to score and singled in the 4th. Was cut down trying to advance to 3rd.
Didn't get a chance to get stats from Dennis Hopkins before the game. He mentioned that he likes to take things one game at a time. He's not a big stat guy. So that one's fouled off down the left field line. But Helm, double-digit home runs in both her junior and sophomore years. And that's coming from a player who a lot of teams pitch around. They don't even let her have an opportunity most of the time. As many walks as she takes, as many junk balls as she gets, she still finds ways to put it over the fence. Again, always a danger. There's a reason why she was the Player of the Year as a junior. And that, when you get the Herald Award, that's 30-something schools you're taking into account.
That pitch in the ball, runner goes, throw down. It's going to be in there standing up. So Mackenzie Beaven will go down to second. on the pitch in the dirt.
Great scoop by Sammy Ruiz, too, playing over there at the shortstop, coming over to cover the base. I think about 80 or 90% of the shortstops in this league would have let that ball go right through. And
that pitch in the dirt is going to open up first base. That high pitch will be ball 3.
Jamie Bingham been doing a nice job to save that one. That one got away from Doan a little bit.
Excuse me, though, that is ball 2. Looks like Terrace is just going to put Helm on first. Next pitch. High, ball 3. 3-1 the count.
This is not a bad strategy whatsoever. Anytime you can avoid giving Emma a chance to hit a ball.
That pitch high, ball 4, and Helm will walk.
Especially with 2 outs and a free base. Yeah, you take that one every time.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Carrie Pedersen. Struck out looking in her first at-bat, singled and scored in the 4th. So 2 on, 2 outs for the Mavs. First pitch from Doan. In there for strike 1. 0-1.
Peterson, one of only 2 juniors in the lineup for this team. A lot of seniors, a lot of freshmen, but not very many juniors.
That pitch hit foul on the left field side. Quickly down 0-2. Doan looking to get through this inning unscathed. Hawks definitely need it. The 0-2 swung on, popped up. Sammy Ruiz will settle under it, and no one is there to catch it. One run's going to score, and it's 3-0 now. A miscommunication over there by the third base bag. Beaven scores. Helm will go down to second. Pedersen will reach first on that error.
Carrie Peterson, I think, with a big smile on her face, as she knows she got away with one there. That had no business falling onto the field whatsoever. Sammy Ruiz and Jazz Zank, you're not going to see them miss that very often, and that's something that was very unfortunate for Mountlake Terrace, especially in a game where runs are going to be very hard to come by.
One's cracked in the center field for Maxfield. Throw home. Oh, nice throw!
Whoa!
And they'll get her at the plate.
Jenna Maxfield with an awesome throw. No hops. No hops at all. Right to Bingham, one freshman to another, and you get the out.
Nice throw. And that'll move us to the bottom of the 5th. 1 run does score for the Mavs. We'll head to the bottom. It's 3-2, or it's 3-0. Mavs lead it.
And welcome back to the Sound Live Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Meadowdale leading Mountlake Terrace 3-0. Jamie Bingham and the freshman catcher at the plate to lead off the bottom of the 5th. And with the action, Ben Iman.
Steve. It's 1-1 count. In there for strike 2, 2-1. Bingham will step back in. That one hit towards a right field side foul. Count will remain 1-2. One, two. Strike 3. Bingham goes down looking. Strikeout number 7 for Dent. That'll bring up Gabby Calhoun, who reached on an error and made her way to third. First pitch is high for a ball. That pitch popped foul and be made by the first baseman. 2 away. I'll bring up Kira Doan for her third at-bat. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and struck out in the third. First pitch to her is up high for a ball. Next pitch. In there, strike 1, 1-1.
What'd Calhoun do?
That pitch swung on and missed. Doan down 1-2. This Terrace team, as the innings have gone on, are slowly starting to lose their mojo that they entered the game with. 1-2. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-2.
Going to leave me on.
Doan comes set, 2-2. Fouled back. Way foul. Count will remain 2-2. Two. Swung on, little blooper towards second. Doan trying to beat it out, and she will as the ball gets past the first baseman. And Doan's aboard. So that'll bring up number 32, the third baseman, Jasmine Zank. Zank struck out in the first, walked in the third. Looking for her first hit today. And looking for it here in the 5th. First pitch, high, ball 1.
Jazz with only 2 home runs this year so far. Hit quite a few more last year, so a little surprised at that. But we know she has the power to pop one out very quickly too, and she's done it here many times.
The 1-0 in there for strike 1. Zank will settle back in, the 1-1. Cranked out towards center field. Going back, broadcasters. Well, there you go.
Jazz Zank with a 2-run homer. It is now a 3-2 game here in the bottom of the 5th. Jazz with a big smile on her face. She celebrates, clapping her hands. Teammates waiting for her. Everybody giving her a pat on the head. Home run number 3 on the year. RBIs 27 and 28. And more importantly, we've got an all-new ball game, folks. 3-2. Meadowdale's lead has been reduced to 1. It comes in static when I'm talking too, but not with you though. Your sound better than
No, like you're talking.
So Sammy Ruiz now at the plate. Sammy, it's always worth mentioning, a 3-home run game when we were out here broadcasting last year. Only 1 home run so far this year. Not going to hit that one out. That one's very high. 1-0 count. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Jazz Zank going yard with a 2-run home run. And we got ourselves a ball game now. 3A, 2A Wesco South matchup. These two teams separated by 1 game right now. Meadowdale coming into the day with a 12-3 record. Mountlake Terrace 13-2. If Meadowdale were to win this game, these two would finish tied for the Wesco 3A South title. If Mountlake Terrace wins today, they win it outright. Even though these two are going in separate directions as far as district play is concerned, with Mountlake Terrace heading off to the 2A districts next week. Meadowdale will be over at Field Johnson Fields over in Mukilteo starting a week from today for the 3A action. But nonetheless, you always want to be able to put a banner up in the gym. You always want to claim the regular season title. Mountlake Terrace with nothing less than a share of it. They'd like to claim it outright, and with that 2-run home run, all of a sudden they've got a better chance with Ruiz now looking at a 3-1 count. And Ben Iman, you're back. We'll give you the call here on this pitch.
I am back. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but I am back now. That one's going to be for ball 4. Ruiz will walk.
Maya Kopp, the junior, stepping to the plate. Struck out back in the 2nd, popped up to second base in the 3rd. Tying run over on first base. Ball's lined down the left field line, just foul.
That was a good swing there. And there I am.
There you go. You're back again. We're a little technical difficulty with your headset, but we can hear you loud and clear now. Sounds good. Having said that, we're going to let you take the call here with Kopp at the plate. 339 batting average, 452 slugging. 4 doubles and a triple this year. Yeah, they could use one of those right now.
Kopp is 0 for 2 today, though. She's looking at 1-2. That one floated back. Nice diving play by the shortstop to end the inning. That will retire the side. We'll head to the top half of the 6th. The Hawks, just as they were looking like they were down, come back swinging. They pick up 2 on a Jasmine Zank home run. What to the top half of the 6th? It's 3-2 Meadowdale. Back now, Sound Live Sports Network covering some 3A Wesco South softball action. For the top half of the 6th, we'll We'll toss it over to the man with a plan, Steve Willett. Steve?
Thank you, Ben Iman. Caitlin Bridgewater, Olivia Dimmick, and Jasmine Welle are the 3 batters due up for Meadowdale. Here in the 6th inning, 3-2 is our score. Reversal of the game from earlier this year when Mountlake Terrace won on Meadowdale's home turf. Second and final game between these two. That game was played back on March 29th. First pitch to Bridgewater is high, ball 1. Kira Doan looking like she might try to go the distance. I think Lauren Dent will do the same. You've got your 2 aces on the mound today, and why not? This is a game that's going to carry a lot of weight, or carries all the weight, really, for what's going to happen here in Wesco. Ball hit down the left field line, foul. Cooper went over to check it out. Got a nice jump on it, but not enough as that one falls to the turf out there. It's 1-1 count.
Cooper was looking like she had a beat on the plate, just a bit out behind the ball, and that was tracking foul.
Yeah, that one dropped pretty quickly, so it was going to be very tough to get to, but hey, nonetheless, she gave a nice effort for it and wasn't able to come up with it. And get a strike on that one. Nice pitch. A little bit high, but on the corner. Umpire Josh Francis. We also have Jack Andrilius out in the field umpiring today, wearing the light blue uniforms. They almost look like they're an extension of the Meadowdale team, just a little bit different shades there. Actually, same shades, just depends on if it's on the hat or on the jersey. Strike 3 called. And Bridgewater goes down looking. 5th strikeout of the game for Kira Doan. Doan now through, looking at her numbers, she had 58 strikeouts coming into the game, so give her 63 now in 60 innings. Not a bad ratio whatsoever. Came into the game with a 2.06 ERA. The freshman Olivia Dimmick steps to the plate.
The Hawks definitely looking like a different team from leaving the top half of the 5th now to the top half of the 6th. Those 2 runs definitely have a big morale effect.
1-1 to Dimmick. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
Big cut there.
Dimmick's brother Travis hit a walk-off home run for Meadowdale's baseball team on the field directly behind us when they played Mountlake Terrace in a game that was Meadowdale's home game after a rain situation, so certainly the Dimmicks know how to hit here. See what the young freshman can do. Lines that one over to shortstop. Ruiz plays it on a hop, fires it across the diamond in time. Out number 2. And that will bring up the junior Jasmine Welle.
Nice play there by Ruiz. Not an easy play, but hit fairly hard over to her at short. Easy throw over to Kopp at first base for the out.
Welle, the right-handed hitter, stepping into the batter's box. Nice crowd here today. Obviously, senior day. Kira Doan and Gabby Calhoun playing their final games as Hawks, final home games anyway. And you could tell it's a big game, obviously, with the Wesco South title on the line. And walking in here, Julie Stronzik, the Edmond School District athletic director, here with her husband. Even saw Matt Leonard, the Meadowdale football coach. He was hanging out with Beth Marriott, who's the activities and athletics director at Meadowdale. Another play to Ruiz, another fire over to Kopp in time. Back-to-back 6 threes, 1-2-3 inning for the Hawks. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Meadowdale 3, Mountlake Terrace 2. You are watching the Sound Alive Sports Network.
You want me?
If you want.
Back now, Sound Life Sports Network. bottom 6. Hawks trail by 1 for the call. Steve Willits.
Thank you, Ben. Jenna Maxfield back to the plate. Maxfield with 2 walks already today. As we mentioned, big game yesterday. Grand slam in that 4th and final inning for the Hawks. She's got a 3-run home run and a 2-run home run to go along with that grand slam, all within the last 3 games. 4 home runs on the season for the freshman. That's exactly what you want a player like her to do, is start to get into her comfort zone at the varsity level just as you get into district play. It's a huge, huge comfort for the Hawks team. I think they found themselves a very solid number 6 hitter. Can also play a little outfielder. We saw that arm on display just a couple innings ago when she gunned out Emma Helm at the plate from center field. A beautiful throw to Jamie Bingaman. Fouls that one off, 1-2. And we should also mention Jenna, the younger sister of Jared Maxfield. Jared threw a 2-hit shutout today against Seaholm to keep the Mountlake Terrace Hawks baseball team alive. Struck out 10 in that game. So Maxfield's hoping to have a big day all around. A bit of an off-speed pitch there. High ball, 1-2. 2-2. They're not a little slow to show it on the board, but we know it's 2-2. Still waiting for it, but it'll come eventually. Nonetheless, 2 strikes. Maxfield back in there waiting for the pitch. Nice eye by Jenna. I mentioned she walked twice yesterday. She's already walked twice today. Had 10 walks coming into the game on the season, so really starting to pick that total up lately as well. Swings and misses. That ball was curving outside. Nice pitch by Dent. Showing the veteran arm right there. Talked about this a little bit earlier. Lauren Dent just catching fire last year in postseason play. I think she just about pitched, if she didn't pitch every inning. 8 strikeouts now for Lauren Dent. And last year, this is a Meadowdale team that played 3 games at districts. They defeated Marysville Pilchuck 12-0, Oak Harbor 12-0, and then they beat Everett in the championship game 8-1. And that was off of a pretty good pitcher, too, for the Everett Seagulls. As Kira Scott is at the plate and swings and misses. Sydney Taggart, who was an all-league pitcher last year, and they got to her pretty good in that championship game. Meadowdale then went down to Lacey. They defeated Lake Washington 3-2 in a game they had to come from behind. And then after that, it was just lights out as Lauren Dent threw a shutout against Bainbridge in a 4-0 victory. Beat Marysville Pilchuck 12-2 in a 5-inning game, and then beat Enumclaw 10-0 in the state championship game. Kira Scott looking at a 2-1 count from Dent. Foul swing tipped right into the glove of Helm, makes it a 2-2 count. Angela Como, what are you holding, a rabbit?
Yes, I am.
Look to my left here, our producer Angela Como is petting a furry creature. I thought maybe it was a little dog or a cat. It's a rabbit. As Kira Scott goes down swinging, that's 2 away. That will bring up Sarah Davis.
Strikeout number 9.
What on earth were you doing with a rabbit? Is that for good luck for one of the teams, or whose rabbit is it?
This is my Kelsey Studios.
Kelsey Studios family's rabbit. So what's the rabbit's name?
Kevin.
Kevin the rabbit. Okay, you went with the one of the original animal names, Kevin. Okay,
Kevin the girl bunny.
it's a girl bunny named Kevin. Okay, very clever. So Kevin the bunny out here, and team mascot. We're going to see Kevin the bunny perhaps in Phil Johnson Fields next week, and then on to Lacey the following week. There we go. Okay, we like that. That's a first for us here on Sound Live Sports Network. I've seen a lot of things, and Angela Como petting a female rabbit named Kevin. Sarah Davis takes that pitch. 1-1. Davis, the sophomore, DHing today. Waiting for the Dent pitch. Kind of slaps at that one, and they're going to say it just went foul as Studioso went over there to field it. Just went a little bit to the left of the foul line. If she had retrieved that one about 5 feet sooner, she might have had a play on it. Jamie Bingaman on deck. Mountlake Terrace down to their final 4 outs here of the day. Davis fouls that one up and over the backstop into the sticker bush. Count remains 1-2.
That is the 5th out for the sticker bush today.
If that's the case, that's a low number for the sticker bush.
Yeah.
That one hit just shallow enough to where somebody's able to retrieve it. We've seen others where that was not the case. Certainly not on a day like today. You need to just wait till the winter and get it when everything is not blooming, as that ball was very low. Ball 2-2 count.
I would like to mention that the sticker bush is throwing a no-hitter. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but it is still going strong with that no-no.
I don't think there's any kind of a jinx that needs to be worried about there. Kevin the Bunny gets a chance. Who knows, though? See Kevin get over in there to that sticker bush and having a good old time. Kevin's even wearing a shirt of some sort, a baseball shirt. I see a baseball emblem. Oh, and it has the Maverick M on the shirt. Even better. We might have to get a picture with the Bunny afterwards today. Full count for Davis.
Is Kevin the Bunny an option for player of the game?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Kevin the Bunny might be able to. We might see if Kevin the Bunny wants to go out and present the award, though. No shirt today, so perhaps Kevin can be the replacement shirt. Actually, that doesn't sound right. I didn't want to imply that we're going to do anything to Kevin. I meant the player could hold Kevin the Bunny anyway. Davis fouling that one off, staying alive, 3-2.
I think my favorite part of that foul off was watching two Meadowdale supporters jump back from the fence.
Drew Harvey over there, the football and basketball player. Got a little too close with one of his buddies.
That's going to be out number 6 for Sticker Bush.
Actually, that ball bounced right back. Emma Dent, I'm combining Emma and Lauren now. Lauren Dent went over and picked that one up, so that one actually stayed in play.
Never mind. Sticker Bush still with the no-no.
Lauren Dent winding that arm. Getting a grip on that ball. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Once again, Sarah Davis continuing to keep alive.
Stays in again.
Giving Emma Helm a little bit of a workout there. She has to constantly go retrieve that ball. Emma Helm, finally a senior, 4-year player here at Meadowdale. Really a superstar ever since day one. They needed certainly her and Lauren to step up this year, losing quite a few seniors off that team that won the state championship last year. Julia Rubles, the Madison Bouchers, Caitlin Webster. Lauren Wallace isn't in the lineup anymore. You've got so many different players that played key. I think Sam Gregorek, who was a 4-year player there. I mean, just a really loaded Meadowdale team, and certainly still getting it done. 14-4 overall in the year, and a chance to be co-champions if they win this one. And Sarah Davis earns that walk. That must have been about a 12 or 13 pitch at bat. Finally, it gets to put the bat down and jog on over to first base as she gets on. And Jamie Bingaman will now step to the plate, and we are going to have a courtesy runner. It looks like Kennedy Cooper, who has been playing left field and playing as the flex player today, so it means she doesn't have to bat. She's now going to get an opportunity to get on the base path, since she now represents the tying run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bingaman, the freshman. And Ben, you can enlighten me on what she did in her first at-bat, because I don't have that written down after getting here late.
Bingaman grounded out.
There we go.
5-3 in her first at-bat. That was in the 3rd and struck out looking in the 5th.
So the freshman still looking to get on. And laces that one into center field. Getting over there and making the sliding catch is Savannah Spratt. And that is your 3rd and final out of the inning. Saved what might have put Mountlake Terrace in scoring position there. And we've come to the end of 6. One more to go here. One more potentially to end the regular season. We head to the 7th. Meadowdale coming up. They hold the 3-2 lead over Mountlake Terrace. You're watching the Sound Alive Sports Network.
Back now, Sound Live Sports Network. We'll head to the top half of the 7th. One more inning here. Terrace still trails 3-2 against the Meadowdale Mavericks. And for the call, Steve Willits.
All right, we have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up from Meadowdale. Mackenzie Beaven, Savannah Sprate, and Kelsey Studioso coming up. And Beaven 1 for 2 on the day, struck out back in the 3rd, singled and scored in the 5th inning. What could very well be her final regular season at-bat as a Maverick. Looked like she wanted to almost try to put a bunt down there. Doan threw it in the dirt inside, ball 1.
Looks like Kira Doan is going to go for the complete game here.
And that was no surprise. I figured Doan and Dent would do this from the get-go here. You've got your 2 star pitchers in a game that's going to decide the division. You're not going to pull either one of them out, especially when you've got Meadowdale with 7 days to go between now and district play. And Mountlake Terrace, it looks like they're going to more than likely get a bye through the first round of the 2A tournament. Top 4 teams in the RPI rankings get to sit out the first game, which is May 13th, and they get to wait until May 17th, so that's a week from tomorrow. And Terrace coming into the day was number 2 in that RPI ranking, behind Seaholm, just ahead of Cedar Crest. All new territory for the Hawks. So again, the 5 through 12 teams will all play each other in a loser-out game next Wednesday. And the winner of those games will advance to May 17th, which is at Janicki Fields, I believe, up in Burlington. Burlington or Cedar Woolley, I always forget. I always get those two mixed up with those fields. But Terrace hoping to be one of 3 teams to come out of that tournament and make the state tournament, which would be the following week over in Sela. Strike 3, swung on and missed. Ball hits the ground. Bingaman wisely picks it up, throws it over to Kopp at first. Easy out. Beaven is down. That will bring up Savannah Sprate. Looking at the 2A brackets over the last few years earlier today, since this is all new territory for us here in Wesco, we're used to talking Wesco 3A and 4A ball. We have not had a Wesco or a District 1, which, for those who don't know, the state is divided up into districts for the sake of high school sports. District 1 is pretty much everything on the western Washington side of the state from Snohomish County all the way up to the Canadian border, so you're looking at Whatcom and Skagit. We have not had a team from District 1 win a 2A state championship in softball since Burlington Edison back in 2009. So it's not as though we're talking about a lot of softball powerhouses up in the Northwest Conference or over in the Cascade Conference for that matter. So certainly it's there for the taking. If the Hawks can get hot, make it through that tournament and get into the state tournament, make it through the districts, they're plenty deep enough. Ball is outside, ball 2, maybe a little high even for that matter, 2-1. Lucky you're avoiding a few other teams. Meadowdale obviously winning the 3A state championship last year. Snohomish won the 4A state championship, and now they're a 3A school, and quite frankly, they look like they might be the heavy favorite to win the 3A state tournament this year. That ball's hit deep into center field. Jenna Maxfield dropping back, over her head, over the fence. Savannah Sprate with the home run. It makes it a 4-2 game here in the top of the 7th inning. The senior stepping up big. Getting a little insurance for the Mavs here in the 7th inning. That ball just continued to carry. For a moment, it looked like Jenna might have a play on it. Got all the way back to where she just flat out ran out of real estate, put the glove up. Ball was just a little bit too high and over the outstretched arm of Jenna Maxfield. Savannah Sprate with a dinger, and we've got a 2-run Maverick lead now, and that will bring up Kelsey Studioso. Studioso, only a freshman, batting in a lineup that is deep and also between 2 seniors in Sprate and Helm, so you know she's got a good bat. And again, I just want to reiterate, since we've mentioned some Mountlake Terrace stats, it's not as though we're not wanting to mention Meadowdale. Dennis Hopkins is very much a believer that they don't like to necessarily talk about stats. They play one game at a time. That ball's going to be hit right back to Doan, puts the glove down, throws it over to first base. I was going to say an easy play, but really not that easy. Kira makes it look easier than it is. That ball was lined rather sharply right back at her. Got the glove down before it could take a weird hop Nothing strange there. Gets Studioso out, and that's going to bring up the always dangerous, always tough Emma Helm. Low and outside, ball one. And with 2 outs, nobody on, you've got to think Helm's probably not going to get much to look at here. Doan, a veteran in her own right. You don't need much of a scouting report on Emma Helm. You know all about her. You're well versed on what she's capable of doing if you play softball in this league. And Emma's an equal opportunity hitter, too. She won't just beat up the lower tier teams. We saw her hit a home run in the state championship game last year. And, of course, this one is going to just trickle over to Calhoun. Lobs it over to Kopp. Gets the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Meadowdale strikes with yet another run, thanks to the solo home run by Savannah Sprate. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Mountlake Terrace Hawks needing 2 runs to keep it alive. 4-2 Meadowdale. You're watching the Sound Alive Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th, Hawks 3 final outs, needing 2 runs to tie, 3 to win. And with the call, Steve Willett. Steve?
And what more could you ask for? You want drama, we've got it for you. The final regular season game of the year, Mountlake Terrace with a 1-game lead on Meadowdale, 1st place and 2nd place. If Meadowdale wins this, they are co-champions of the Wesco 3A, 2A South Division. And all you have are the top 3 hitters from Mountlake Terrace, top of the lineup coming up with your number 4 hitter, a power hitter, Ruiz, in the hole. So you've got Gabby Calhoun, Kira Doan, Jazz Zink. If you can put 1 runner on base, you get Sammy Ruiz with one of the better pitchers around, and Lauren Dent on the mound. And the first pitch is low and rolls up to Helm. 1-0 count to Gabby Calhoun.
Do want to mention that Jazz Zink, the 3-hitter, did hit a home run in the 5th.
Calhoun laces that one into right field over the glove of Peterson. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Calhoun digging for 2. She's going to go for 3. Throw it to third base, offline, and Gabby Calhoun is in with a leadoff triple.
Nice hit there of the 1-0 pitch. Got something over the plate, was able to drive it into right field. Got up to the wall. Calhoun very quick around the path. Found herself on third base.
And it looked as though Carrie Peterson might have been a little taken off guard as to what kind of power Gabby Calhoun is capable of. She was playing her way in on that play. Ball is slapped over to the third baseman. Foul. Studioso over there to field it. Gabby Calhoun giving that one a little bit of a ride as sailed over Peterson's head. Again, Peterson a little bit shallow on the play. Kira Doan now represents the tying run. Fouls that one off. Strike 2. Calhoun came into the game batting .423. Doan .473. You get to Zink, who bats .500, and then Ruiz .517. It's kind of a murderer's row, if you will, of softball right there. Those 4 have been ultra tough on teams all season long. And if you're the Hawks and you have to go into the 7th down by 2, that's exactly what you want at the plate. Slapping that one into left field and making the catch. His heart one away. Jacelyn doing a very nice job of throwing that one back in very quickly, keeping Calhoun over at third base. That's going to bring up Jazz Zink, who, as you mentioned, Ben, last at bat, took Dent deep to the deepest part of center field and over the fence for a 2-run home run, and Mountlake Terrace could use another one of those right now. This is a big-time matchup right here. High ball 1-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dent comes right at Zank.
Lauren looking in for the signal from Helm. Zank back in. High ball 2. Sammy Ruiz in the on-deck circle. She represents the winning run as of right now. If Jazz can get on base, things could get very interesting. Jazz with 3 home runs already this year. Fouls that one down the first base line, over the fence and into the bushes. 2-1 count to Jazz Inc. Mountlake Terrace, 15 wins, only 3 losses all season long. Meadowdale 14-4. That ball's hit over to shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Welle. Fires it to first in time. The play at the plate. She's out. Ball game over. Doubleheader. The Meadowdale Mavericks win the game 4-2. And in doing so, the Meadowdale Mavericks and the Mountlake Terrace Hawks are co-champions of the Wesco 3A, 2A South Division. Great play as Jasmine Welle fires that ball over to first base. Bridgewater puts the foot on the base, recognizes that Calhoun's heading to home. She fires it to Emma Helm. She puts the tag on Calhoun, ending the ball game and ending Terrace's chance at an outright division title. As far as the rankings are concerned and as far as what this game means in terms of seeding, doesn't mean a whole lot. Well, it really didn't mean anything for Meadowdale, as they will automatically be the top seed coming out of Wesco South, since Mountlake Terrace again does go 2A. It may or may not hurt Mountlake Terrace's chances of getting a top 4 seed. Again, they were number 2 coming into the day. It is an RPI system. It's a computer system using an algorithm. Got to think they're still a top 4 team more than likely, but there are some other teams bunched up there, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see now. Dennis Hopkins gathering his team up. Mavericks victorious today, and they get ready now for the district run and trying to defend their state championship. We've got the Maverick player standing along the first baseline right now. Hopkins has his girls facing out towards left field. Mountlake Terrace still conferencing over by their dugout as Shannon Rasmussen meeting with the team right now. Wait to see what's going to happen here. We actually have the senior festivities taking place right now. I was under the impression that happened before we got here today, but
They're doing them now.
they're going to do them now. So we've got, again, Gabby Calhoun and Kira Doan, who will be honored as the only 2 seniors on this team, which speaks volumes to the future for Mountlake Terrace, quite frankly, as well as many young players on this squad. But those 2 in particular, they've played a vital role in Mountlake Terrace's success over the last few years. Both on the mound at times, playing tremendously in the field as well. We talked about their bats earlier, both batting over 400 this year, as Shannon Rasmussen talking about them right now. In fact, I'm going to take the wireless mic out and try to catch part of this as we go along here.
Kira's parents are out in the stands. Her family are somewhere, I know. Tong and Susan and her brother Trevor, I know, was also here. And Kira has been a great addition to our team for the last 4 years. Has pretty much been number 2 batter. Has been starting pitchers all 4 years. Has played second base primarily the last 2 years if she wasn't pitching. Played some shortstop for us. Played third base, I think, 1 or 2 games, and also played some outfield when she was a freshman, and has just been a great player for our team this year. Thank you very much. Gabby has something to say about Kira.
Okay, so I've known Kira for a really long time. Ever since I was a little girl, I was about 9 years old, and she was my role model. Everything about her, she had the best attitude. She was a great pitcher. Everything, I always looked up to her, and I always wanted to be like her. And it was great to play on the same team with her. Sorry, I'm kind of sick, so it sounds weird. But I was on the same team with her for select and high school, and it was a great 4 years with her. And I'm going to miss her so much next year.
And then we also have Gabby. And her parents are out here. Her dad is our scorekeeper. Thank you, Norm. And her mom. Is she in the car? Oh, she's here? There she is. And then also her sister Chanel is somewhere out here. Gabby has also pretty much, I feel like Gabby and Kira are very players. A starting pitcher for the last 4 years as well. Base shortstop, has played outfield for us as well. Has been primarily our leadoff hitter the last 4 years, so we kind of get started over next year with our 2 leadoff spots. Just been a great addition to our team, both of them. I can always count on the 2 of them together to get on base. If one doesn't, then the other one always will, and we're definitely going to miss them next year. Jazz, or you're scared too? And there are 2 captains this year also, so.
Okay, so Gabby and I have been through a lot together. We've had really bad games, and we've also had really good games. There was one point in a game last year when we were getting really mad at each other, and we started throwing dirt at each other for about 5 minutes, so that was interesting, but we always go from getting really mad at each other, and then at the end of the day, we love each other, and she's one of my best friends. I look up to her in softball and life, and I'm just really glad that I've gotten the opportunity to play with her in these 4 years.
I think that's all we have, unless somebody else has something to say. So thank you guys for coming. We hope to see you guys all up at Districts next week. We will be up in Cedro Woolley next Wednesday. So thank you guys for coming. Slide into it.
Hey, Ben, we're looking all right?
I will hold them behind you.
Okay, and with us right now on Senior Day, the 2 seniors as well as the coach, Kira Doan, Gabby Calhoun. Kira, your final game here at Mountlake Terrace. Talk to me a little bit about your career here. Obviously, a lot of positive things happen, a lot of victories. What's it like to know that you've played your last game here? I don't want to make you cry, though.
I might start crying a little bit more. It's been a really, really good. Here, I'll hold this.
Okay, there we go. Make you more comfortable.
But I feel like I really worked my way from the bottom from freshman year, just kind of being like a second baseman, and then slowly working my way up into the pitching cycle, I guess. But it's been a really good time, and I really love the game and this school and playing for the Hawks. So.
And you're not done playing for the Hawks yet.
I'm not done, but it's been a good ride.
Gabby, how about you? A favorite memory from this particular field? Favorite game, perhaps?
Probably my favorite memory is my first home run last year against, I forget, Kamiak, I think. Oh, my favorite.
Always a special place in your heart, and when you hold true and dear to you. Hey, tell me a little bit about the ceremony just now. You had some teammates saying some very nice things about you. Gabby, I'll start with you. Sammy, I guess it was Jazz that had some very nice things to say. A little story about a dirt throwing incident, but what was it like to have you have your teammates out here honoring you today?
It was nice, but I was so sad. I'm so sad it's over. Or not over, but last time.
Over on this field, anyway.
Yeah, so sad.
And Kira, for you, you had some nice words from Sammy there. It must have meant something to you. A good friend of yours.
Yeah. We've played together for a really long time, so it's kind of getting sad that we'll go our separate ways eventually. But.
And Coach, for you, these two, they've been a vital part of your team for the last 4 seasons. Tell me what it's like to see them off. Don't want to make it sound like your season's over. You got a lot of ball to play. I'm hoping for a couple more weeks. What's it like to?
They're my first 2 players that I've actually coached for 4 straight years, because my first year we didn't have any freshmen. So they'll always kind of have a little special place in my heart. And I've just loved coaching both of them. They're great players to coach, and I know that they're great teammates. They're our leaders this year, and I can tell that they love this team, and they're giving everything that they possibly have to this team. So they're going to be hard to replace.
And now that
Irreplaceable.
there we go. Now that we're done talking about the senior thing, I got to talk about the playoffs a little bit. Do we know for a fact that we've clinched the top 4? I know you mentioned that on to next Wednesday. Feeling pretty confident about that, it sounds like.
Yes, I know that. From what I've seen, at least, I don't think we could drop below 4, and so I'm pretty sure we're pretty locked into the number 2. Unless something crazy happens, we would bump down to number 3. But
Okay. And for you play a lot of softball. It's a year-round sport these days. Do you know much about any of these Northwest Conference teams or Cedar Crest or Archbishop? I'm getting head shakes no right now. So all new game for you. But I guess, Coach, the positive side to that is they don't know you either, though, right?
well, Seahome was down scouting us last week, but I'm not worried about it. We'll go out there, and if we can play our game, then we can play with anyone. So we're never out of the game.
Oh, now I'm told we're switching to this camera here. Okay, so and you can tell we've got 3 that have done interviews before. They know exactly what to do. So again, up at Cedar Woolley next week, and we'll see how you guys do there. Best of luck, and congratulations on being co-champs.
Thanks. Thank you.
Congratulations, seniors. We're going to see if we can get Lauren Dent here in a minute, too. Where's number 10 at? Bring your catcher with you, too, would you? We'll do one more interview here in just a moment as Lauren Dent, the victorious pitcher, as well as Emma Helm, are coming over to join us right now. Big smiles on their faces, the 2 seniors. Their regular season careers are done, ladies. Good to see you again. Let's talk a little bit. Lauren, first you. Other than that 2-run home run, which I'm sure you'd like to have back, pretty flawless game for you. Tell me about the game today and how you felt out there.
I was pretty pumped. We had talked about this game and getting revenge because we had lost to them the first time around, and so I was just ready to go, and the adrenaline was going. So yeah.
Lauren just stole my next question to you, Emma. Revenge is always on the mind when you lose a game, right? This is a team that doesn't lose very often either. So what did it mean for you guys to get the victory today?
It meant a lot. We were so ready for this game coming in, and we were so excited, and I think it just helped push us through, and we just wanted it so bad.
How important was it to get bring momentum into the district playoffs next week? Because I know there's been ups and downs for you guys this season. The victories maybe not coming as easy. You lost a few key seniors last year, but Lauren, I've got to think that having that confidence going into postseason play has got to be a huge deal, right?
Yeah, especially for the younger girls who have never been there before, because we have a lot of freshmen on the team. Just having that win really builds up their confidence, and we're trying to get them pumped for it, and this definitely helps because they had smiles on their faces, they were ready to go. After the game, everyone was super happy, and we're ready for districts.
And you guys have a little bit of a target on your back now. You're the defending district champion and state champion. Emma, do you kind of like knowing that you're the one of the teams that everybody's gunning for?
We've talked about it a lot this year, how big of a deal it is, I guess, and we're trying to not let it get to our heads, and we're just trying to go out and play our ball and not think about what other people are thinking about us, I guess. So we think about it, but we try not to let it get to us.
Certainly a lot of tough teams up there, too. We've seen Snohomish already this year. We know that was a rough game, and again, that one's kind of in the rearview mirror now. Would you like another shot at them if you get an opportunity? Is that a...
Yes.
I was careful to ask that question the right way. I know it was a rough game for you guys, but nonetheless, it would be a fun chance to maybe get revenge again. So, hey, as seniors, though, what has this season meant to you so far, Lauren? Has it been as much fun as you were expecting? Knowing that you already had a state championship in your back pocket, does it take some of the pressure off a little, too?
Well, this season for me just means like the end to an era because I've been doing it for so long. So I'm just trying to, take every game in and enjoy every minute of it, every pitch. But just like I guess it took some pressure off, but I always want, more. And that was that's as good as it gets. And I want to get there again. Like I'll do whatever it takes. And we're trying to get those younger girls ready. So yeah.
It'd be nice to get back down to Lacey too, right?
Oh yeah, I think we're so ready for it, and the younger girls are really taking our leadership and going with it, and so it's exciting.
Been an exciting year so far, and co-division champs. Maybe not what you wanted to hear earlier. When you came into today with a one-game deficit, you'll take it, right?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Indeed. So again, Lauren Dent, Emma Helm, who have been outstanding players for this Meadowdale program for the last few years. They are co-Wesco champs, co-Wesco South champs, and they are heading to district play next week. Lauren,
thank you.
Emma, thank you very much. Best of luck at Wesco 3A. Thank you. All right, we're going to sign off right now. Again, the final score: Meadowdale 4, Mountlake Terrace 2. The good news is that claim. We've got a mask even behind us here. You don't see that very, very often. Got one of the big heads behind us. Who was it? I didn't even see who it was. But anyway, whoever it was, it might have been a Sammy Ruiz mask. I think that was it's Gabby Calhoun, I think. Anyway, whoever it was, they're going to play 2A next week in district. These two teams are co-champions. Not a bad way to finish out the season for either one of them. Both 15-4 on the regular season. For Angelo Camo, for Ben Iman, I'm Steve Willits. You've been watching the Sound Alive Sports Network. Have a great afternoon.